What is going on? I'm gone for a couple of days on YouTube and suddenly we are seeing a altcoin season. We are even seeing Dogecoin getting famous among the next generation on TikTok. And Bitcoin broke out in the price but broke out as well in the RSI. But even though we are seeing a breakout in Bitcoin, is this really a convincing breakout? Or are there still some signs showing us right now that Bitcoin is going to experience sell pressure? Well guys, I want to explain exactly what I think is going to happen with the price of Bitcoin. So guys, all about that in today's video. With that being said, my name is Jeroen, this is the Blockchain Today, the channel where you subscribe for daily crypto videos, and right now let's jump into the content. Hello guys, welcome to the Blockchain Today. Nice to have you here, and let's start off with having a look at the breakout that we have seen in Bitcoin from this falling wedge pattern. And guys, price wise this is looking quite bullish, right? We had a nice breakout out of the resistance from the declining resistance of the falling wedge pattern. We don't have that much convincing volume, to be honest, but we do see an increase, and the target of the falling wedge would be the top of the wedge, which would be at approximately 10,300 US dollar. However, I personally have some concerns when I look at this breakout, and I don't think that we can count this breakout as a decisive breakout. And I have a couple of reasons for that. And the very first reason, that is the volume. The volume is not really exceeding previous volume. And yeah, that is telling me that this breakout wasn't actually that significant. But if we have a look at this pattern, a falling wedge pattern, then this breakout should be very significant. And yeah, we should have seen a higher increase in volume than a slight bar we are seeing right now. So that is my first concern. I actually did expect Bitcoin to break out to the upside because we did got some bullish signs. We got a hidden bullish divergence on the daily time frame. The price was making higher lows right here, and in the RSI we were creating lower lows. That is a hidden bullish divergence, and we saw exactly the same in the MACD as well. The MACD was in a downtrend while the price is in an uptrend. That is just showing that we are seeing a hidden bullish divergence, which might tell us that we are going to see some bullish momentum in the price of Bitcoin. But if we have a look at the 12-hour time frame, then we can actually see a bearish sign, and that is a bearish divergence. The price is creating a high right here and a lower high right there. And if we have a look at the RSI, it is the opposite. We have a high right there, but we are actually creating a higher high. So this is actually the first bearish sign that I am seeing in the chart. Next to the volume isn't convincing for a decisive break of a falling wedge pattern. Then if we would have a look at the 4-hour time frame, then we can see a bearish divergence as well. We have made a higher high in the price right here the moment we broke out, and if we have a look at the RSI, we actually created a lower high. So this is as well a bearish divergence on the 12-hour time frame, which is a different one, and this one is visible on the 4-hour time frame, which is indicating that we might going to see some bearish price action in the shorter term time frame. And as you can see right here, the moment we broke the resistance, we did saw an increase in volume on the 4-hour time frame, but we haven't seen any follow through. So guys, I did expect Bitcoin to break out to the upside because we were seeing some bullish signs in the background, and it would make a lot of sense for Bitcoin breaking out to the upside, as well as the majority was overly bearish and was expecting a sell-off right here. That increases the likelihood of the price going upwards. But I do have to tell you guys, I'm not that convinced about the breakout that we are seeing right here. And that is due to the volume and the two bearish divergences that are visible on the RSI. And guys, another reason why I think that Bitcoin might experience some sell pressure in the near future is due to time analysis. And guys, if we have a look at the past prediction concerning time analysis, then it has been quite accurate, not on the day accurate, but it has been a great indicator to show whether we are going to see some buying pressure or whether we are going to see some selling pressure. And concerning this analysis, the 5th of July was telling me as well that we are going to see or experience some buying pressure, And that is exactly what happened. But right now, at approximately the 11th or 12th of July, I'm expecting that we can experience some selling pressure in the price of Bitcoin. So that is a reason why I am a little bit cautious in the shorter term time frame. However, guys, I do have to say that Bitcoin is looking very bullish in the macro perspective. Then guys, I've been talking about the stock market, right, and how the stock market actually look quite similar to the crash we have seen in 1930. And that is actually quite a scary thought, because if that scenario were to play out again, then we most likely are going to see a huge move to the downside in the coming years. And for the people that haven't watched that video, you can see it right here. On the right side, we can see the price action right now, and it is the crash we have seen recently. And on the left side, we can see the price action from the roaring 20s into the crash of the 1930 depression. And we can see we have something similar, sideways movement, one large push to the upside where banks can dump their stocks on the new buyers, and then we are seeing this huge crash, falling under this trend line, retesting this trend line as the new resistance, and continue this downwards trend. And right now we have retested the trend line and we got rejected, which is actually a bearish sign. But the reason I think that right now in the near future we are not going to see a drop, that is because the majority of the people out there, they are still bearish. And we need to have a bullish sentiment as of right here, because when the sentiment is bullish, that means that there are no buyers left. So guys, I think it is possible that we are going to see another push to the upside, try to break this trend line and get a failed breakout, get rejected again. But that will be the moment when people already sentiment is going to turn more bullish, and yeah, that could be a moment where we could see a continuation of this drop. But guys, very important to remember, when the sentiment is overly still bearish, then most likely we are not going to see a drop. And Chainlink in the Bitcoin comparative has made a massive run, and from the breakout till the top we had made a run of approximately 45%. So that was a nice run for Chainlink in the Bitcoin comparative. I've been mentioning to buy Chainlink around these levels when we are going to enter this buy zone. And if you would have entered from the buy zone right here, you would be up right now approximately 56% on your trade. But if you haven't entered, I would not suggest to enter right now, because after we have seen such a massive rally, most likely we are going to see a form of a correction. If you are interested in buying Chainlink, I would definitely watch this support level and use that to determine a nice entry point. Then we have altcoins like Dogecoin, who made a crazy pump of approximately 130%. And guys, be careful when trading altcoins with such a low market cap, because they are extremely volatile and it is impossible to predict such pumps. But it is definitely telling something about the crypto space, that people, or might be the next generation using TikTok, they are interested in cryptocurrencies. So this will draw a lot of attention from the newer generations, and I think it is not that bad actually, because the new generation, they most likely will enter the crypto space because there is a lot of action going on, and that gives them the opportunity as well to develop themselves in the crypto space, and eventually that will increase the adoption as well. I think that it is very important that for the next generation, the crypto space is going to be interesting as well. But okay guys, that was it for today's video. If you like this video, then please leave a thumbs up. I would highly appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, then please do so. I'm uploading almost every day a new crypto video. And I will see you all in the next video.